Jonny does some landscaping. Hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to Jonny Does, where I does things. Today I'm doing a little bit of landscaping, planting. I spent the day wondering what I was going to record to upload, and then I remembered that there's this little corner of my garden that needs some attention. As you can see, I've got two chili plants that aren't doing too great, so I thought I would get them into the ground where they'd be a lot happier. And as you can see, it's quite later in the day. It's around 4 o'clock. I waited the entire day doing other things and decided that was going to be my afternoon little expedition, my little afternoon adventure. And yeah, it's still 32 degrees and the sun is quite hot still. One of the biggest things about the earth here is that it's very sandy, so planting's quite difficult. You've got a lot of work to do, putting in manure and digging your holes and making sure everything is the right depths, and then bringing back all your earth and then start planting. And as you can see, I've got my little posse of chickens in the back. For those of you that know chickens, those are actually broiler chickens. When I came to Manguzi, one of the first things I did was start to read a farming book where they explain chickens and how to keep chickens for eggs. And to my surprise, I was unable to get my hands on any egg-laying chickens in Manguzi. So all I could get my hands on were 10 broiler chicks. Now, for those of you that know, broiler chickens are bred for eating. And I didn't want to have chickens to slaughter. I wanted chickens for eggs. So yeah, I got the 10 broiler chicks, raised them up, and yes, then basically 5 of them I had to give away because I wasn't going to be eating them, and the 5 that I kept now give me about 2 to 5 eggs per day. And as you can see, I moved the camera a bit closer so you guys can see what I'm planting there. That's my chili tree. I'm being as careful as I can be because there's a spider, quite a huge spider's nest in there. And spider's good to keep the pests away, but I don't want to upset the spider's nest or get bitten in the process. But yes, to get back to the chickens, I then started raising them, got them to the age where normally people would slaughter them, and gave away the 5 that were males, because I would not be slaughtering them. And then everyone said you can't. Everyone here told me that the chickens would not lay eggs because there's no rooster. And yes, I've proven them wrong so far, as I have no rooster and I'm getting eggs. Unfortunately, because the chickens are broiler chickens, there's a lot of genetic abnormalities as they start to grow older. But that's something I'll deal with in a few months. Within the next year, when they get a bit too old, then I'll most probably give them away as well. And there we go. First little chili plant has been put in the ground now to level out all the earth. And there we go. That's something I have to say that's been truly amazing since moving here. Is a year ago this was not me. You would not see me digging in the earth. I was an engineer. I was working under fluorescent lights for 12 hours a day. Worst that I would get dirty would be my hands would get greasy from the machines. And as you see there, X marks the spot. Got to get the position nice. And double check that everything's in frame. And there we go. Start digging, Johnny. Start digging. I think so one of the things that make gardening and planting so therapeutic, especially in this situation where you kind of have to plant some vegetables just to supplement your bought groceries, is that it forces you to just focus on what you're doing. Concentrate. You need to dig a hole. This plant needs to be planted nicely. And I think that's the therapeutic part about it, is that you have to let go of everything that's going on in life, and you have to focus on doing something for a little living being that will be giving you some fruits or vegetables in a few weeks or months. Which I have to say is one of the coolest things ever, when you can just walk into your garden and pick some green peppers and pick some basil and walk into the house and pick a cucumber, walk into the house and make a salad or a sandwich from your own garden. There we go, making sure the depth is good. And the bags that I'm burying them in are biodegradable. So, perfect. There we go, Johnny, well done. All you need to do is get them to a decent size in the bag, and once they start not loving the bag so much, then you bury it, and then it grows through the bag, which is pretty awesome. And then as you see those black lines that are running through the garden, that is a drip system that we've put in over the past few months, and that just constantly gives every plant a few drops of water every minute and keeps it happy. And there we go, making sure it's nice and flat. Those chickens are so excited that I'm that close, because usually they see me and they see food. Nice and stomped down. There we go. And then I'm putting down that drip system. I'll be able to know tomorrow if it's flat and properly done once I put the system on. And as you can see, the chickens are there waiting for their food. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching me in my garden. Hope you enjoyed the little explanation that I did for you today. And I hope to see you soon. And have a great day. And there we go. Jonny does some planting some
Jonny did it.